Welcome all to my performance analysis of Quantum Break on the Xbox One. I haven't had full time to finish off my analysis and detailed look at the game and the technology behind it, but rest assured I am working on that along with a review and my eventual PC version when Remedy and Microsoft figure out how to email that or message it across Xbox Live. As I've only had just over a day to play the game, this is pretty tight for me. Like I say, this isn't my full-time role, so it takes time and I don't want to rush something up just for the sake of getting something out. So what you're looking at is a performance analysis detailed, and I will put the link in the video of all my in-depth look at the technical side when that is ready very shortly. But aside that, what are we looking at in terms of performance on the Xbox One? Well, the game targets a 33 millisecond frame rate, which equates to 30 Hz or 30 FPS. Now, this means that the game hits those metrics pretty often during gameplay, certainly the early part of the game where you see the action kind of build slowly throughout your powers. And as they build, the AI builds, and therefore the destruction and physics in the game also increases, and with that means more strain on the engine and machine, and that causes some dips throughout the later sections, which, as many may know, my intense testing regime means that the gameplay you're seeing here is not designed to look cool, even though of course it still does, but more to stress the engine, and with the section you're watching now, thus putting everything through the ringer. The worst that I've got to is 25 FPS, but this was a one-off and very fleeting, and is a very rare and worst case scenario, not indicative of the game, which is more so from the average. In general play, the average, as you can see at the end of the video, is pretty good. It's coming in at 29 frames per second. Certainly the most time you're going to see dips and frame tearing is really in the very impressive cinematics and real-time cutscenes throughout the game, and certainly as these flip between the cutscenes and back into gameplay, you tend to get a couple of dips and judders every now and then. But certainly in terms of performance, it's one of the best and most solid performing games from Remedy in a while. In comparison to Alan Wake, which was an absolute tearfest consistently throughout the entire game in its volumetric lighting solution, here in Quantum Break, even though volumetric light does tend to cause dips and some tearing occasionally during gameplay, it's the conjunction of this, huge amounts of distorted alpha effects, and obviously the filter effects that go along with this geometric twisting and warping of the scene and the action as you play, combining all those together into the high octane action sequences, can certainly cause a few dips here and there, but as you'll see throughout this gameplay on screen and later on in the video, it's certainly of no cause for concern. Like I say, cutscenes are probably the worst, and even then they're not really that bad. Performance wise, the game is quite solid, and overall I'm pretty impressed with how it performs across the board. It's certainly not a locked 30 FPS, but then very rarely any game is, and the tearing does help alleviate the dips when they happen because the response never feels that affected, and it's quite a good solution because I'm very averse to tearing. I'm not a fan of it at all, and even I didn't notice that much of it during play, so some of the tears that you pick up in this video and the metrics are actually more obvious than what you'll actually see when you play the game. Like I say, aside some of the bigger action sequences, and they do get even more impressive than what you've seen here, and obviously the dynamic puzzle sections that roll back and forth through time, it really is a pretty solid game, and it's of no real cause for concern. And splitting this out into a performance video means that I can concentrate solely on the technology behind the game, the impressiveness, and what works and what possibly doesn't work throughout my playthrough of the Xbox One and eventual PC release when a code finally arrives in my inbox. Anyway, that does it for now. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this. If you did and want to support my future work, then please hit the like and subscribe button, as it really helps me immensely, and I appreciate each and every one of you that does. Leave all your thoughts and feedback below. You guys and girls take care, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.
Jack, get her moving before time kicks back in and that drone turns us into paste.
Let's get to it, Doctor.
What? Oh no. This can't be good. It's really happening. You're Jack Joyce. You're here to kill me?
No, but you're coming with us. We need your expertise.
No.
I'm not asking.
He's collapsing!
Where's the damn boat?
It's right there.
Okay,
Okay, go! Get her on the boat. I'll keep you.
Come on, Doctor!
Hurry up!
You'll never get away with this.
Shit.
Get
Right
in!
It's Joyce! Somehow he got right past us! Don't let him escape! Somebody call him! That was close.
That alarm's not gonna make my life any easier. There's gotta be a way out of here. Oh, shit. Okay. That's what I'm talking about.